All right. We are back. Welcome
to Rival and Queen.
It's Rival and Queen. It's Thursday.
And it's our all talk edition.
There's something wrong with us.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Ashley.
And we're so happy to be
And we're twins, apparently, because our friend Laura told us probably 3 times this week that, and Jeff Lonas, a friend of my husband's we ran into, saw Sarah. We were getting in her car, saw Sarah. And then I turned around and said, "Hey, Jeff." And he goes, "Oh my God, for a second, I thought that was you." And then you turned around and it was actually you.
And I have to tell you, I just was with my father and I showed him a picture of me from this weekend. And he said, "That's not you, that's Ashley." And
are we morphing into each other?
Yes.
What the hell?
I feel like you're right. 3 people in 2 days have told us we are each other, interchangeable.
I know. Well, I mean, we have very similar hairstyle length.
I think as both of our hair color is getting more closer to each other. That's not how you would say that properly in English.
It's getting closer to each other.
Well, it is getting closer, but you wouldn't say it's getting more closer. I don't think.
Getting more, the most close.
Our hair colors are getting closer together.
We do have the same hairdressers.
And it's getting closer in length as well.
I don't know who's longer.
Can I tell you one of my most embarrassing stories? Yeah, I know. Don't start
and
that
just
war.
And like our bodies are like very similar. Yeah. I'm like a smidge taller, but we're like we got booties, we have
a smidge. You be half a smidge.
Just taller. A hair higher.
A hair higher. Can I tell you? I love that. We are getting closer in appearance, I think, which is so funny. So if you've ever seen us, call us Sarah or Ashley. You can call us whatever you want. We'll answer.
We will respond to either.
Can I tell you a funny story though about
no
people looking alike? So years ago when I was in university, I lived with my 2 roommates, Katie and Lindsay. You might have heard the story before, but I think it's funny. And we all had like a shade of red hair. Lindsay had the reddest hair, Katie had strawberry blonde, and then I don't know where I was. I think I was probably the least red. But anyways, I was going to meet Katie for lunch one day, and I was walking into the J. Bruce Brown building on campus at St. FX, and I was like, "Oh, Katie's already waiting for me in the atrium. That's so nice." And I waved to her, and it was my reflection in the window.
No.
I thought like we got to a point where we were looking so similar that I remember walking past mirrors mistaking my reflection for Katie. And then that day was like the pinnacle of like something is wrong.
I need to dye my hair immediately.
I was like, we look too similar. So to people who didn't know us, they like would understandably get us all confused. And I get
100%. I could see that. I think that people say that about couples as well, that eventually they start to blend into the same like
they start
look,
to look
or they
together.
look alike. Yeah. Or have you ever heard that about dogs?
Yes.
That they look like their owners.
Yeah, well, I think
but is that our perceptions that just change of the people? You know what I mean? Or
like, I don't know. I think when Katie and I were living together, we were starting to look more like. But I think it's because you might start dressing the same,
sharing
products.
Things. I bet there's a psychology behind all this. But
I think Laura said this weekend. We were away on a girls' trip, which we'll tell you about. But she was saying that her and her husband are just like they've started sharing clothes.
This is true,
and they do resemble each other more and more. I think
that's so funny. I don't think Jeff and I do.
No, I don't think you and Jeff.
He's got the strong European Polish gene. I do not.
I know, he's got that nice European skin, like it's like a lovely olive color.
Very fair. So
I know.
But yeah, we had a fun weekend getaway in the Annapolis Valley in Wolfville, one of the most beautiful places in all of Nova Scotia.
It's so beautiful. And it was actually like, I feel like we're so blessed. So I just thank God some days I'm like sitting there writing in my gratitude journal. I do it every morning. But like when we were away this weekend, I was writing and journaling because I was like, what a blessing. Like, I'm so happy. It was 20 degrees. Like what kind of fall day is this?
We were golfing in our t-shirts.
We're in the valley. All the leaves are changing right now. It's like the peak of beautiful fall time. Everything's like colorful. It's warm. The sun was out, but it still smells like fall. And there's like a little crisp in the air. Oh, it's so beautiful.
The leaves are rustling around. No, it was such a nice weekend. We stayed right in town. So convenient. We got to go anywhere we wanted in minutes.
I felt like we were living in a Hallmark movie. And despite what Steve Lund, who's been on our show a couple of times, has said, it is beautiful. It's wonderful.
In the Hallmark movies or in Wolfville?
In Wolfville. Like I felt
like
we were living in a Hallmark movie. No, he loves Wolfville.
Oh.
He doesn't think the Hallmark movies are realistic.
Cheesy. I get it. And it was fairly quiet there for being a university town, but we did find out later that it was a break or something.
Everyone was on the break.
But it has that nice vibe. It has that vibe.
And we stayed right next to the shop Realm, which is like a crystal and magic shop. Do you want to guess how much money I spent there on crystals?
$300 or total?
Yeah, total.
300.
I spent $257.
So
you were so close.
I said to Kara, we went to get coffee, and I was like, Murph is gonna buy, like, she's in her element. She'll spend at least $200-300. She got the new job. She's ready to shop. Christmas is coming.
I bought so many crystals and not just so many crystals. I bought gifts and stuff, but I did buy this massive hunk of amethyst, which I've been wanting for my coffee table. So I finally got that. I got like a modern day goddess book. I went wild, but Laura went wild too. It was great.
I got a couple little things, but
no, I spent far too much.
I spent $29.
Yeah, I spent way more than what you spent at a crystal shop.
I got a rock, and I got 2 rocks, one for myself and one for Kara, and a candle, which is nice.
It is a very cute shop though, and they do have a website. It's called Realm and Antigonish.
Whoa.
And
Rewind. Wolf Vegas.
And Wolf Vegas?
They call it Wolf Vegas because it's a strip. It's just like one little.
That's like they call Sackville, Sack Vegas.
I know.
But if you do want to check out the store, it's realmboutique.ca. It's very cute. They've got some great stuff there. I have jewelry too. Like I didn't just buy crystals.
We need to go back and go. There's a few cool little shops and the Wild Lily, a couple other consignment shops. And I really want to go back and go to Troy, the Mediterranean restaurant right in there. Oh,
I think maybe in 2 weeks we should just go on the weekend and we can go to these little shops, do some early Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
I still need some goodies for my house, apples, and go
fresh.
To Troy.
Yeah, anything's possible.
I love it. We also want to give a shout out to Juniper. Oh my God, we had the best dinner last night. That place is like,
it was so nice.
I think it's like heaven on earth.
Maybe not for Kara, but for everyone else.
For Kara. So we had the girls' weekend Friday night.
We love you.
We went away with our friend Kara and Laura. And Friday night, I had my first ever rum and coke. I've never in my entire life.
Thanks to Mama Kim.
Which is kind of crazy at 33 that I've never had rum and coke, but I don't like pop is the thing. Like it burns my throat, so I don't drink it. And rum just never appealed to me ever. Like
I think that's a good thing, like a good view on rum and coke to have.
I just never have ever drank it. And Friday I didn't even want one, but she was insistent. She was like, I'm on vacation. We're having a rum and coke.
And you said you were a little bit tired and you wanted to have a coffee, but instead Kara was like, well, rum, that will fire you up. And the coke, that will, the sugar, the caffeine. It was refreshing.
It was okay. I drank half of it. It was better than I expected.
Maybe the rum takes the edge off the pop.
Yeah, it does. I think she watered it down.
She did. My dad does that sometimes, puts like half soda water. Yeah.
And half of pop. But you said you had a funny rum and coke story.
Well, I used to drink them because I didn't really know when you were like 19, 20. You drink Crystal Light and vodka.
Yeah, you drink Crystal Light and vodka.
And rum and coke, apparently. But when Jeff and I first started dating, he and his friends drank like pretty much all the time rum and coke, like, or beer. And I remember it was around Halloween, so around this time of year, and I went to a Halloween party in Cole Harbor at the fire hall. I didn't know I was going to this party. I had nothing prepared. I didn't have a costume, but Jeff's parents, they had, a few kids and whatever. They had all these random
extra costumes.
Yeah. So Jeff went down, his friends were all in this kitchen. I was the only girl there. And we decided we were going to go to the fire hall to this party. So I found myself some type of button-up shirt, or I might have one with me, and like a denim shirt, and then a cowgirl hat. And I put that on. I was like, oh, I'll just be a cowgirl. Like, that's easy.
Of course.
But I had a couple, I think, rum and cokes at the house. And then we went to the fire hall. I don't think I was underage, but I was definitely like 19.
For the purposes of this conversation, you were 19.
And I remember getting my brother-in-law, one of them, kept buying me rum and cokes, and I just kept drinking them and drinking. Like, it's gross. But it also reminds me of Christmas and the holidays because my dad and brother always drink them, and Jeff. And so I would often have like a rum and coke by the tree with them, which was always nice, but I could never sleep. I was telling Sarah earlier that I'd be like laying in bed, like wired. So I don't know how they do that. Drink like 3 or 4 rum and cokes and go to bed.
This is so funny to me because growing up, none of the girls ever drank rum and cokes. Like we would have vodka or coolers or things like growing up. Okay, obviously I don't mean when I was like 12
When I
or
was
13.
14.
No, I mean when I was like probably, if we're being honest, 18,
Mhm.
19 onward,
Like
all through
coolers.
university. Yeah, we would have cool. We were never drinking rum and coke. So I think it's so funny, but also so telling that you had like a boyfriend that was
Mhm.
getting rum and coke, because I don't think your girlfriends were like mixing you up a rum and coke.
No, but I do remember drinking. Okay, so that Halloween, I remember being quite drunk. And then at St. FX a few times, I remember drinking rum and coke, maybe with one of my girlfriends or a couple of the girlfriends. And then I got really sick from them. Like I just felt so
yeah.
crappy, probably the sugar the
Mhm.
next day. And then I like never touched one for probably 10, 15 years.
Oh no, I think that is very fair. But I'm glad
Rum's dangerous.
I'm really happy you brought up this story, because something we have not talked about yet is that Halloween is in
Days.
3
Mhm.
days.
Around the corner.
Are we dressing up at all for this?
No.
Like, we haven't talked about this, but
I don't love Halloween.
last year I loved it though. We went to the Shania
Mhm.
Twain party for my sister. Also, happy 30th birthday
Yeah.
for my sister.
Happy birthday, Jenny.
She turns 30 on Halloween. It just feels like a milestone.
That's fun for a birthday. I feel like growing up, it must have been when you're a kid, so fun.
We had the most fun, and mom
Did you
was
bob
so
for
good at it.
apples ever?
I've never. Have you
What?
bobbed for apples?
Yes.
What?
Girl, I grew up in the valley. We were
What?
bobbing for apples at every party in October.
We might. I'm making a note. We might have to do this. Maybe
You've never done it?
I've never bobbed for an
Okay,
apple.
so at my church growing up, there used to always be like fall fairs and craft fairs and blah, blah, blah. And I remember specifically they had like a bobbing for apples there, but Stacy's sister's birthday was the other day, October 20th. It's escaping me, Sam. And I think that pretty much every year her birthday was always Halloween. We'd do like a craft and we'd always bob for apples. And
What?
yeah, it's so hard. Your face gets so wet.
Okay, I think we're bobbing for apples this week, and we're going to be carving a pumpkin.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably
It's
tonight.
bad luck. Tonight, yeah. Tonight or tomorrow.
Yes. And
You feel me?
I feel you, girl.
Friday is way more fun for carving pumpkins.
I think we need to be carving pumpkins, but I do like dressing
And
up. If
drinking
there's-
rum and cokes.
Oh my god,
We should
this is
just
gonna be a
record.
Halloween to
I might
remember.
lose a finger.
You know what? We could
Oh.
put the apples in a rum and coke basin.
Oh, bobbing for apples with rum and coke.
That
Genius.
I feel like we're onto something here. This is gonna be
I
like,
hope we invite Kara. She'll just be like missing the apples.
I know she'll have a straw going or something.
That's a good idea.
That
That's
would
like a very
an adult
university
version.
thing. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that would spice it up. Did you ever have candy apples?
I think I've never had a candy apple. I think I once had a bite of a
That's
caramel
mind
apple.
blowing.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know that appeals to me. Do
My
you like
friend's
them?
mom used to make them. We would specifically drive across town to the Ray's house, and because June would always make fresh candy apples.
Yeah.
And I always did, but as a kid, I feel like I only ate the outside and I like didn't really want the apple. And at the exhibition, I always get this.
I've never had a candy apple, but I probably would have wanted one. I probably just wasn't allowed to have one.
I probably wouldn't like it now. I might like a bite.
I
but
don't think
couldn't
I
eat
would
it.
like.
Oh.
I once had a bite of a caramel
Ugh.
apple, and I didn't like how sticky it was in my teeth.
Oh yeah.
And now I'd be scared that one of my like veneers
Oh,
would
yeah.
pop off. Could you imagine?
You have to like cut it and then just like
and then eat it.
yeah, I'm with you. on that. But when you're like 10, you're not thinking
Oh
about
my
your
no,
teeth.
no, and your teeth
Your parents
are
are
part of your head. Like these. Imagine if like the front of my tooth popped up. That'd be so funny.
not cute.
It would definitely not be cute. I do like dressing up for Halloween. And can I just tell you something I do? Even though we're not dressing up this year, I'm going to be like a little sad about it because I keep a list all year long of
I do.
possible Halloween
I do too.
costumes because
You forget.
I forget and when
Same.
I'm looking for them. So let me just tell you.
Mine's on Pinterest. I think I have a board.
Here's what I thought. Actually, I was thinking for you and I, if we were going to do a costume, we could be Romy and Michelle. I thought that would be
High
cute
school reunion.
from their high school
Mhm.
reunion. I'm also really into Grease and think that that can be like a fun. My dream is to dress up as
Look,
Bad Sandy.
Halloween ideas.
All right, show me what you've
Oops.
got.
Okay, let's. So while we were looking for this, one of my favorite Halloween looks when I was a child was being a doctor. I always wanted to be a doctor. I thought it was so cool to wear scrubs for
Oh,
some
yeah.
reason and like the hat and the
Mhm.
how do you say that?
A stethoscope.
Stethoscope.
Ooh.
And Ninja Turtle was good. I love Greg and I had like every Ninja Turtle costume.
I like that. I've never thought of Ninja
But was
Turtle.
being a hippie. I remember being a hippie a few
Oh.
times and I loved it. I'd paint big peace signs on my cheeks and stuff.
I saw a dinosaur in the building across from mine this week. I was having dinner and actually they were whoever the dinosaur
Didn't you see
costume
the
in
video I
Halifax
sent
is.
you?
Yes, and there's
He's
one.
famous.
I know it's a girl.
Well, whoever it is, he.
So
them.
shout out to her.
This is
who
what I thought
is
we could be.
rocking the dinosaur above and lives above Lafrite. You are awesome. Oh my gosh, goodness, we could dress up as Hocus Pocus.
That's
That
what
would
I
be
thought.
good.
I saved that one the other day.
So can we just say before
There was like Shania
Halloween?
Twain looks from last year.
Oh, Shania Twain. That is just
Because
a
I was
great
like
Halloween
looking.
costume.
I mean, if someone wants to dress up as us, let us know.
You can just go through our closets. Definitely though, tell us what your Halloween costume is this year because we want to know what they are. I'm sad we're not dressing up because my sister said she wants to have a brunch this year for her.
Do we dress up for brunch? I think we should just be fabulous.
Okay, let's be fabulous. I'm gonna bring.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard
accessories.
for Jennifer, so we have to like get to her level.
Extra.
Sparkles brunch.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so bobbing for apples, carving pumpkins,
Rum and Cokes.
and I think we should watch Hocus Pocus. That's my favorite.
Let's have it on
Halloween
while
movie.
we're
carving.
carve. Yeah. Practical Magic is a good one too.
Oh,
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I'm
Not that
writing
it's
these
like
down.
not that it's like Halloween specific, but it's kind of like, witch vibes.
No, I like that.
And yeah, Hocus Pocus is one of the best.
I love
Sarah
that.
Jessica Parker, love her.
She's good. Okay, I want to tell you something and I want you to weigh in. I've become very obsessed lately. Okay, so we know we're in the big jeans fad, where you wear the looser jeans.
We are both wearing those.
We're both
right
wearing
now.
them right. I'm going to stand up if you're watching this. Oh, you can't see anything. But what I've been finding, you can see if you're watching on YouTube,
Yeah.
Ashley's got a belt on, she's smart, is that like my jeans are all now a little too big in the waist. So
Mhm.
I've this new thing. I don't think it's that new for everyone, but it's new for me. I've taken to getting all of my clothes tailored and
How do
all
they
of
do
my
the
jeans
waist?
are getting tailored.
Does it make it look?
So I
different?
don't know. I've just dropped off
Okay,
my first
You
pair.
can be the test.
But I'm doing them one at a time because I can't drop all my jeans off
No,
at once.
you
Like this
need-
is the thing you have to do like one at a time. But I think they pinch them at the back, like where the seam is along the
Oh,
butt,
and like restitch it.
and
That's smart.
restitch it. I think.
These ones are actually, I really recommend them. They're the Joni loose pant, I forget, or wide pant from Aritzia, but they're actually, I went down a size and they fit, but they're like more, they fit better in the waist.
Yeah, my
Because the
sister
legs are
loves them.
wider, so you can kind of go down a size and they fit. You know what I mean?
What's that? Are those a size 4?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's a good tip.
Yeah, but not many of theirs. Like some of their 4s are like way too tight, but
Oh,
I
I
think
know.
because the fit is more practical for the waist. But yeah, it's really, you're so right. I find I have a hard time. I used to have a way harder time with skinny jeans being like
Yes.
tight on my legs, tight on my butt, and then like not fitting in the waist too.
Well, I think this is just something I probably never would have done before, but people have recommended it and I think it makes a huge difference. So I've now taken to getting all of my clothes tailored. I bought some skirts and I wanted them a bit looser. I just brought those in, but one of the girls told me that apparently, and I didn't know this, Jennifer Aniston gets literally everything she buys tailored, even like white t-shirts, she'll go in and get them tailored. And that
Goals.
was revolutionary to me. Like I just never, it makes such a difference though.
Totally. And I think like dresses, anything kind of dressy, you want it to fit like
Yes.
specific to your shoulders or your waist.
Yes.
That's smart. Like Kim Kardashian. I know I said this here, but you see her always in fittings. She's always in fittings for whatever, if it's an event or a fashion show or some type of shoot she's doing, because her body, no one has a body like that. How does it get over her butt?
Yeah, I mean, that really
And her
makes no
waist.
sense.
I mean, there's a lot of things she does to enhance her assets.
Whoa,
You
nice
know?
word there.
But I think it's smart because everything, you can't be on camera with like a little something loose here or too tight there. It needs to fit nice.
Snugly.
And we all have different bodies and shapes. And I think that's a big thing, is like we all could be the same size, but it's going to fit or not.
I
everyone,
think
but
it's the
fit you
game
differently.
changer. I think tailoring is the game changer for making your clothes be like
Mhm.
perfect. And now that things aren't like tight and it's like a looser thing, I'm like, I'm getting all my pants. Everything's getting
Let us
tailored.
know.
Blazers too. Anyways, this is my new thing.
This is it.
I wanted to share it with the
All
world.
right.
With
I
the-
don't know why. I just realized I still have my jacket on. And I just thought, I'm really hot.
You look
here.
so cool. It's
No,
so
but I was
hot
like,
in
why
here.
am I so hot? Anyway, we're back.
Take your jacket off. Let loose, gal. Let loose.
Let me have a sip of Luvo. Cool myself. We're both wearing white and jeans and sneakers.
I know.
Again, twins.
We are twinning.
Okay, do we want to talk about something fun that we're going to be doing on November 13th, Sarah?
Ashley, I would love to talk about something fun that we're going to be doing on
I
Saturday.
mean, we do a lot of fun things.
November 13th.
Saturday, November 13th. Put that in your mind.
And in your
And
calendar.
join us and in your calendars.
So Rise Up Shine Bright, which is a company owned by Meg Cole, who's been on the podcast, and she is a friend of ours. She is hosting an event on that Saturday, November 13th, full day of inspired self-discovery and deep connection.
Yeah, it's just a day to like have fun, connect with others, get motivated. And there's a super fun evening portion too, which will be staying for 1000%.
She has actually got House of Eights, the dance studio in Halifax. We have to have a body on the podcast at some point, actually.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Or
reach
do
out
like
to
a
him.
fun in studio
Thing
dance
with them.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
she's hired them to do an evening event of a dance class with everyone who attends the conference. And we've actually done this for one of my birthdays, and we can tell you firsthand, it is
It's
so much fun.
Yeah, that's going to be so fun. And Martina Kalades is going to be there. She's going to be talking about vulnerability. There's going to be topics about strengthening your mental health. And so many more. Alicia McCarville's going to be there, who we're so pumped to meet because she's so
Yes.
fab, and I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
And Elise Besler is going to be there about talking about finding your voice. And I'm really looking forward to that one, especially through podcasting. I think it's such a great topic of finding your voice. It's going to be a great event. We really love Meg. We love every single person who's speaking at this event. So we're going to be there all day, Saturday, November 13th. If you are interested in joining us, you can find out more at riseupshinebright.ca. Check out the event. We're excited to be able to do something like this in person.
Yeah, and she's going to have she told us, we won't say yet, but some really good giveaways, swag bags, delicious food, healthy snacks. Just a fun day to connect and hopefully meet some new peeps.
Oh, come hang with us.
Remember those days?
I know.
Well, that's gonna be
It'll be
nice.
fun to go to like an in-person all-day event. Like honestly,
I know, that's like fun. It's not work. You know what I mean? Like you're not scrounging to take the notes, but you're like
hells no.
inspire. I mean, conferences are fun. I like them
I know.
sometimes. Oh, okay.
It was fun because we used to go on conferences together and would get in trouble, but
No.
no.
Never.
Did we end up at the Nordique the
Never.
last time we went? Did we go to the Nordique when we went to
No.
Ottawa? No, we
I
didn't.
forget why we didn't. We both ended up going. I think I went to Toronto after. I think you.
I probably went to Toronto after.
Yeah.
I had a boyfriend there. At the
But we
time,
did go to Texas,
and we had fun
and
there.
we had a good time. We'll leave that.
Well,
there.
actually, we can tell this story because it's funny.
Which part?
Well, we can just tell the story because we met this guy there.
Oh my gosh.
We can tell this.
I don't like what I'm seeing right now. Kids are going down the wave on their scooters.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Our
Ignore
studio.
me, but if anyone's been to Nova Scotia or Halifax and has seen the wave in downtown on the waterfront, yeah, I don't think that's safe.
Oh my God.
I know. Don't look.
Oh my God. Okay, so downtown Halifax, there's this massive wave that kids can climb up, but right now kids are going down it on scooters and it is making us nervous. We should go get a
And,
photo
like,
there. That would be a
Almost
good photo
borderline
shoot.
teenagers, but oh, see, someone fell. It's happening. Okay.
No, let's not watch.
All right.
Okay, so
All
I
right,
am going to
back
tell
to
you
the
this
show.
story I am going to tell you this story just about us on a conference because it is funny. And sometimes I think the listeners like this. This is like a current event in my life right now. So 2.5 years ago, do we think it was 2.5 years ago?
It was 2019.
28.
Was it 18?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. Look in your phone, but tell the story.
No, it was March 2019. You're right. Yeah. We went on a conference in Texas. It was a massive affair. It was awesome. It was like a cruise ship on land is where we stayed. It was one of the, it's called
you could get lost for days.
Honestly, it's like one of the Gaylord resorts is what it's called. And they are massive if you want to look it up. So we are in Texas. And as they say, everything's bigger and better. Anyways, while we were there, I met this man.
Oh my God.
Okay. And well, nothing happened, but we did make out at one point, and that was it. And
can I just add to the story?
Yeah, sure.
I think we've met this guy, and then
at an event, we were at the party.
A lot of social events every night, which you think is kind of weird, but it was super fun. And I had met this guy at the actual conference and then at the party after, and he seemed nice enough, and he was really tall. He was a nice looking guy. And he was chatting. I'm like, I was like, I feel what he's putting out there. Like, I got it. And then I was like, oh, did you meet my friend Sarah? And then all of a sudden you like came out of nowhere, and then that was it. Like I knew.
We hit it off. We went off. We chatted.
Yeah, I knew. I was like, he's looking. She's single. It's fine.
So Ashley made the match in heaven. So God love her.
Oh God.
So we were chatting all this at the social event. And anyways, later we made out. That was fine. That was the end of the story. I went back to Canada. Anyways, not yesterday. Last week.
I hope he doesn't listen to this.
I literally kid you not. I get a text, like, what is last week? 2021, October. I get a text from this person and like asking me if it's weird that Tampa is a hockey town. So this is like years later. Every 6 months, I still get a text message from this person. And I don't even write back anymore because I'm like, this is not like, I'm not interested in this situation at all.
He just wants some like Canadian.
I don't know why he's texting me
he's
years later.
He lives in the US.
It's so fun. And like, but you know what it was, is I didn't hear from him at all during COVID.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's no traveling at that point.
But
now the borders are open. He's like putting the feelers out to see if I want to go visit.
Well, you mentioned Ottawa and we went to Sass North, and I was in a call last week, and that's happening in November. Like it's back.
The conference is back in person. Amazing.
I like that one. That was fun.
That was fun. Well, because you can go to the Nordique after. Okay. Yeah. All right, Ash. Favorite time of the show.
All right. Mark, give us a sound. People want the sounds.
I know. I can't believe I just told that story. Sorry, Dad.
Okay. So let's do our fall faves, our October faves.
Time for those October faves, baby. All right. Shall we start with food?
Yeah. I love food.
Okay. What's your favorite food this month?
I'm going to change mine to my favorite dining experience, which was for Jeff K's birthday. Aww. When we went to Edna here in Halifax. We loved Edna before. It closed during COVID, unfortunately, like many. And then they had a changing of owners, and then they opened back up a few months ago, and we got to go, and it was just so lovely. And it was like dark, cozy, intimate. I felt like we just had so much fun. The food was lovely. The drinks were flowing. It was a fun night.
I had not so many drinks, but like they made an amazing margarita, and I downed that. It was so good.
Yeah, I had a couple. It's one of those places. I feel like that always happens when I go there for like a dinner thing. It's just you're having so much fun. Yeah, you just keep it going.
I love that. That is a great one. My favorite food this month is actually the chicken liver mousse from Juniper Food and Wine in Wolfville. We went there the other night.
Bougie.
I know. My favorite food is chicken liver mousse. I'm sorry, are you not familiar? That does sound very bougie and weird, but yeah, it is good. And like I recently had a doctor tell me I need to eat more organ meat. So that's why I've been ordering stuff like this.
Everyone said, I told you at dinner, my naturopath used to say,
organ meats are good for you.
Can you do a little liver pate, she used to say.
And
I was like, I don't think I've ever had it, but I think it's like loaded with nutrients.
It's so good for you.
And oysters, which we did have too. We're like new women this week.
You know, Ashley, sometimes you got to take care of the nutrients and order some oysters, okay?
Okay, so we could go out, have we'll go back to Wolfville, get liver pate,
Oysters,
and a salad. And we'll be like,
the queens.
yeah, we'll walk out with like a new pepper.
The queens of Wolf Vegas, evidently.
And just a side note, that one oyster has 9 grams of protein. Shout out Laura.
We did learn that this weekend. But and I do have to say, Juniper Food and Wine in Wolfville is an incredible restaurant. Everything I get there tastes amazing. But the chicken liver mousse is my favorite food right now. Ash, what is your favorite song going?
Okay, so everyone has seen probably all over social media, Adele is coming out. And I liked Adele, but I like her more and more. And I think because she hasn't put out music in a while, that I don't know. I'm just like, what's she gonna do? So I put on a playlist the other day that was an Adele playlist, and I've been obsessed with Send My Love to Your Lover, the start, the guitar, like I love it.
Oh yeah, that's a good song. Send My Love.
Just like loving Adele.
I'm into that. I've got 2 songs, really 3.
Okay.
But 2. Okay. The first one is I'm really into Taylor Swift's London Boy right now. I'm just enjoying that one.
Never heard it.
What? Oh my God. It's about her boyfriend.
Didn't know she had a boyfriend. Is he
I don't even know what to say to
is he
this.
like the regular guy? Like
yeah, he's
a
the British guy.
Okay, I vaguely.
I think his name's Joe something Alwyn or something like that. Anyways, we're not super versed.
We're not friends
I'm
anymore.
way more versed. I know. You're versed on everything. I was just shocked you didn't know this. They've been together forever. I love Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's music. I don't love Taylor Swift.
I love Taylor Swift.
Okay.
So
but that's why.
London Boy is the one I'm into. I'm really enjoying some like girl songs right now, like girl vibes. I've been listening to Carly Rae Jepsen all day too, which is just like fun and boppy. But my other favorite song that I want to give a shout out to is You Girl by Walker Hayes. And I got into it because Jody Guthrow and Dylan Guthrow were involved in producing it and writing it.
Right, yeah.
2 fabulous Nova Scotians. We got to get them on the podcast. That's one of our goals for the nouveau année.
Maybe.
And but it's fun. It's like a little bop. Enjoy it. Check it out if you haven't already. I'm jamming.
It's really good. It gets stuck in your head.
Ash, tell me about one of your favorite experiences.
We already talked about it, but it was Wolfville. I feel like that was just like a nice, even when I unpacked when I got home after, it just felt like it was like the end of spring, summer, fall trips. I'm like, okay, that was it. There'll be things in the new year. So I felt like it was just a nice way to end what feels like it's still summer, but it's not.
I know it does feel like we're ending summer. Okay, I think that's a good one. My favorite experience is being outside in the fall. I love being outdoors in the fall, and we went golfing when we were in Wolfville, and we were just surrounded by like trees and in the woods and on the grass, and that made me so happy, like just being outdoors for hours. Today I was walking around a little bit outside. Go outside. That is like my favorite thing right now.
And I think the next few weeks it's like going to be even
more peak fall. The other experience that I just have to give a shout out to is just before we recorded this podcast, Ashley jumped out and scared me, and it was amazing.
If you want to, okay, so Sarah went to the washroom. I hid behind the door and I heard the door shut from the washroom. She obviously was like slowly coming down the hall, and I thought, she is going to see me and just be like, feel me behind the door. And I looked as she went by me before I jumped out, and she had her phone up, and I could see that she was taking a video of her walking into the studio. So we've actually got footage from Sarah being scared from the front and the video.
It's like the perfect point of view footage is I was taking a selfie video walking into the studio, and Ashley jumps up. It was just such an amazing experience.
Like actually, I don't know if it was your phone or your hand, like hit me. Like I remember being like, oh my God. But I guess if that's your first reaction, you're
shocked.
Like, yeah. Anyways, check that out.
That was such a good experience. I love being scared like that. And I like to jump out at people. It's not a great personality trait of mine or quality of mine, but I appreciate when people do it to me as well. So Ashley, thank you for that wonderful experience. Okay, tell us, do you have a favorite product right now?
Okay, I thought about this. It was a tough one because I'm just not present, like thinking about what my favorite product. I have 2 things. I'm going to say my new blazer I got from Aritzia, which is like a thing. It's this plaid blazer.
It's so good. I think it's so good because it's cream, and that's like different. It's cream with different, like
for me,
with like a beige and black plaid. It looks incredible.
Y'all need it.
It's amazing.
We love Aritzia.
What's
And
that?
coffee. Like I just realized today, Wolfville has amazing coffee at the golf course. Amazing coffee, local. They
The
have
North Brewing is a really good coffee. Yeah.
yeah, North Mountain.
Oh, North Mountain. Jesus.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. She's got beer on the mind. North Mountain coffee, but then we went to the market and had some coffee in Wolfville. And like every cup, sometimes in the morning, I can't wait to get up to have coffee.
Oh.
Like I just love it.
Okay, I'm with you. That's
All right.
good.
All
I
right,
like
what about
that.
you?
Okay.
I knew.
You knew I was gonna say
I
this?
knew as soon as you reached for your phone.
So I just got a new phone case and it made me feel like I have a brand new phone. And it's a case by a Canadian company called Case Me, written with a K. And it's just so pretty. I got the one obviously with a big cat on it.
I
That's
like
my
this.
nickname.
Flip it around. I like the black. on
There's
the
a
front.
nice edging. I got mine has like a jaguar on it, some crystals.
What is
the
it?
moon, the star.
Caseme.com.
Yeah, caseme.com. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. But that's like, it just made me feel like I have a new phone. I'm now obsessed and I love it. It's a Canadian company. They plant trees. It's called casemedesign.com.
Okay.
But it's very good. I highly recommend it. It's my favorite product right now.
Love it.
It's made me
It's
love
very
my
you.
phone again. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, we've got exciting things coming up. It's almost November. We've got a food drive that we're doing in partnership with the Halifax Shopping Center. They're going to let us like set up there, accept all the feed donations.
Feed
Food-
Nova
the
Scotia.
food donations for Feed Nova Scotia.
I know we got to get that booked in actually.
I
I'm
know.
going to do that right now.
And we've got some other exciting holiday things coming up too that we'll talk about next. I'll talk.
Next,
I'll
I'll
just
talk.
leave that there.
All right. We love you guys so much. If you enjoy this episode, please leave us a review, share it with a friend. All of those things help us. And if you haven't already, go follow us on TikTok because Ashley has been putting some new vids on and
We're
I'm going to
trying.
start helping and we're going to start sharing stuff.
We'll
from
see what
TikTok
people
as well.
like. I think that's a point.
Yeah.
Of like, be raw and natural.
All right. We love you guys.
Enjoy. Have a great Thursday.